All glory to the Most High. All glory to the Most High. It seems like Joe Biden want global chaos. Him and his buddies. You know, with the election going the direction that it went, and there would be a change of the presidential parties. It seems as if with this situation going on with Ukraine and Russia, all of a sudden now, this guy want to authorize Ukraine to use USA equipment, missiles, long range to hit Russia. This guy got 2 more months before he transfer over power, and yet he decided to make that decision. What's even more chilling about it is that all the politicians, all the celebrities, and all of them is like, most celebrities, they on that side anyway, you know, and they have had time to get their fancy underground bunkers bill, but yet they want to push that narrative and push that agenda. You know, this what he meant when he said dark winter, because we're going into the winter right now. Is this what he meant? Dark winter, meaning when he have to transfer power, he gonna make global circumstances so chaotic to the point where total chaos gonna happen throughout the whole world. You guys know that Trump, he was threatening to pull out a needle before during his first term. He was threatening to pull out a needle. He literally was. And so now, when you look at what Joe Biden has literally done, he literally handed down to Trump. If Putin responds, if he responds, like he said he would, he said if long missiles from the United States is given and used inside of Russia, then the United States will feel the wrath. Do you guys know that this man has put us at risk? The same people who literally wanted a change of leadership because of these type of decisions. You know, do you guys think it's right for him to be able to make these type of decisions and he's truly no longer in power? He's only in power for another month or so, 2 months. Do you guys think that he should be making them type of decisions without communicating with his predecessor? I mean, last time I checked at an employment place, if somebody knew that they was moving up to another position or moving over to another position, they would literally consult with their predecessor because that's the right thing to do. They have 500, 750. Yeah, man, that's. I mean, Joe Biden has put us in a position where the everyday citizens don't have the protection like he has. You see, he have a underground bunker for him and his family. His friends have underground bunkers, but he have put the average American citizen at risk because I'm quite sure Russia got some things that can come over here. And just like what we've been saying on the news and saying on videos about, how 1 minute life is one way and the next minute is changed because all chaos has broke out, that can happen here too. And Joe Biden has literally put us in that position. I mean, for 3 years, 2 years and a half, whatever you want to call it, you know, Putin has been, you know, holding his word that hey, you guys can supply them with this and that. As long as you don't do this and do that, we good. Bad enough. Bad enough. If you giving someone something to harm me, then we not cool. They also have a couple of dozens of megaton. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They have a lot, man. Russia. Listen, when America was just growing the economy and doing all type of things, Russia Most of their money went on military equipment. I mean, I remember 2.5 years ago, they were making these announcements that Putin is getting weaker and losing power and losing this and losing that. Nah, man. Putin got he one country, but he got like 7 or 8 countries that's actually giving Ukraine weaponry to fight against him, and yet he's just still keeping it within Ukraine. He never branched out and say, you know what, I'm gonna take the attack to everybody. He haven't done that. And you gotta respect that at the end of the day, because like I said, if someone giving you something to harm me, you cut the head off the snake, and you ain't got to worry about the snake no more. Plus, they are with yes, because most of their money went on weaponry. I'm gonna tell you no lies. What's truly scary about the situation? North Korea, their whole country is military. It's almost like they have to be in the military. Their whole country. China is like they have to be in the military also. So China, it's like eight China people, 8 Chinese to one American. United States military is ain't no more than like 300,000, maybe 400,000 people total. The other countries, they have the people, and when you go to putting the pieces together, Russia got the arsenal. So it's like if they ever join together, you know that's why it'll be you know total chaos, because Russia got the weaponry, and China and North Korea and all them other individuals, they got the personnel, they got the bodies, you know. Obey. Okay. Their Whitehead has a lot. Yeah. Yeah, they have a lot of capabilities, man. Lots and lots of capabilities. That's why when they was counting Russia out within the first month, the media was spreading propaganda. And Putin, I mean, he keep on going and going and going. But at the same time, though, like I said, you know, Putin has literally been fighting multiple countries, because these countries are supplying Ukraine with the material that they need to fight against him. So he's not just fighting Ukraine, he's fighting multiple countries. So at some point in time, and I hope this not the final straw. This fool, Joe Biden, is putting us at risk in America and other individuals across the globe. See, the first time something happened here in America, like a strike or something happened, they gonna run that fool to a bunker. They gonna run that fool to cover. His family and everybody else, they going to cover. You know, we got to deal with the consequences on top of the surface. A lot of them celebrities got bunkers, so we got to deal with that. So this is why the internet has literally backfired, because many people get on the internet and they basically say, we don't want no walls. We don't want that, because the people have to deal with that, not the military personnel, not the people who starting it. They're gonna run, and their families and all that gonna be safe. That's that. Like one of the United States tricks was, if they go over there and they test some stuff up, they're gonna make the citizens turn on the leaders, and the citizens bring the leader to the surface and do what they do, because literally the citizens were being under attack by weaponry. Not intentionally, but them things don't have no name on them once they fire. Once they got a target set, and they say, hey, we believe that the target in this building, and they fire, and they can have 1,000 people in there. Them thousands of people gonna lose their life. And so he jeopardizing us, the American people, with these war games he playing, because the minute that this man say, he gonna, he won't say it, but the minute that this man pulls a strike towards America, if China could get spy balloons over here, that man could get some over here also. So the minute that this man said, you know what, I'm tired of playing these games, salute, and the minute he said, I'm tired of playing these games, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Not this jackass who calling the shots and putting us in these positions. We are in trouble, because we don't have the bunkers. We don't have the luxury, to then this is why a lot of people who are into prepping, they basically say, if you're in the city, you're in trouble. You know what I mean? Because These are where all the economical things that you see what Ukraine doing, you see what Russia doing. They're trying to hit where it hurts economically, where it stops their economies. You know what I mean? And then you're just a casualty of war if you're working in that building. So these are the things that this fool is literally putting us in jeopardy of. And he doing it, he out of office. He's out of office, but yet he's still doing it. And it don't make sense because if you haven't done it or made these decisions during your term, before you knew that the party was gonna change or whatnot, why make these decisions now? And this is why people don't really rock with that party no more, because that party do a lot of scandalous, shiesty stuff, you know, and basically putting our life in danger, you know, literally. And it's not that American people are scared or this and that. It's about being genuinely smart. It's about knowing, what's truth and what's reality. And at the end of the day, all that money that was sent over there, you got all that homelessness over here, and so, yeah, yeah, and cities, yeah, cities, wherever economics at, wherever there's economics, you're in trouble. Military bases and economics, that's where the citizens gonna be in trouble at, because most, if you just look at history, most places try to go after military bases because they're trying to take away retaliation. So they go after that, and then they go after bridges and things of that nature where traveling and all that kind of stuff happen. And if you in those areas, it's not the intent of the people on the other side trying to harm you. It's just that those are the targets because that's their way of making the country feel the pain. And it's a playbook that every country use. And this fool is putting us in a position where this man could possibly think about trying to do something over here because he already gave his word and said, hey man, if you do this was gonna happen. It's not every day you get somebody to say, not every day you get somebody to say, if you if y'all two helping each other against me, I'm okay with it. Long as I get to deal with this person. That don't happen all the time. And that's what this man basically said. He said, you know what? You can help them. You can give them this, you can give them that. You can give them this, you can give them that. But at the same time, you know, if you do this, then we got a problem. That's because he already know everything that you giving him, he could defeat that. He prolonged this situation until parties change. Because for some reason, this might sound strange. For some strange reason, the Democrats don't like Russia, and the Republicans, like I said, don't like China. So for some strange reason, when Trump get in, it's gonna be an issue with China. You know what I'm saying? That might not be as severe as this situation, but that's the way it goes. That's the way it always has been. They always only thing happened this time different with Biden in office is that the stuff came out about his son with China, and so he had to go at China to make it seem like that situation wasn't what it was, and literally he went at China and Russia at the same time, and them two have partnered up, and so two superpowers versus the world power, it balances out. So right now, the world is in total chaos, and look like Biden is literally pushing the envelope, and with all the announcements coming out about things in the ocean. And I mean, just a hot mess right now. The world is just in a hot mess state, and I believe that stuff about the UFOs and all that was a cover up to bring attention to that, because this fool was giving these individuals this equipment to hit inside Russia. So I'm starting to believe that every time these agencies come out and talk, it's to take your attention away from something that's really truly happening, that they're plotting on, that they got going on. But crazy to me is that what's crazy to me is that with all of the fighting that's going on, they're in total agreements about Antarctica. They got a treat a truces, a treaty. I can't even pronounce the word right now. I'm sorry, about Antarctica, and all them literally they protect that Antarctica where nobody can go down. it is a shell game. It is a shell game. It is definitely a shell game. It's definitely a shell game. But the shell game might have caught up with us because, like I said, Democrats don't like Russia, Republicans don't like China, and Russia and China now has came together. See, there was in the past they were able to use that psychology. The Democrats get in the House. They solid their relationship with China, and China and Russia don't get that cool. You know, and when Republicans get in the House, they go at China, and then Russia and China don't get that cool because they cool with Russia. But I mean, now it's just that you know we had a crazy place to say that this man done this after the election, after the results, when he know he's not gonna have power. This man has literally single-handedly put all our lives in jeopardy, literally. And everybody thought that Donald Trump first term he was gonna be the one who caused walls and do all this. Nah, this man literally has done it. There are ways. Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? When you just think about this, right? I'm gonna say this. Just think about this. Obama had walls. Joe Biden had walls. That's the same. Can't. That's the same team. It's been the same team in the White House for the last 12 years out of 16 years. America has been in different walls or involved with different walls 12 of the last 16 years because of those two guys. So many parents has lost their kids or lost family members because of those two guys right there. And the media, they don't cover that. They don't talk about how Gaddafi got he got killed, when Obama was in office, how Syria, I mean, they don't talk about all the different things, how ISIS came about when Obama was in office, and when Trump got in office, they just went away. They don't talk about those types of things. They don't talk about how, I mean, for the last 12 years, the last 12 out of 16 years, America has been in war or been involved in war, and people has literally millions of people has lost their life. Millions and millions of people have lost their life, and yet they say that this man coming in gonna create the chaos that these two have created the last 12 out of 16 years. Yeah, that's what it was. He wanted to ditch the dollar and go on a true gold standard, and what was going to happen was Africa was going to become the richest continent because that's where all the most of the natural resources at. you know. But I believe, but me personally, I believe America have all the natural resources because America, you know, we get all 4 seasons. We get summer, winter, spring, and fall, and you can grow any different crop within one of those seasons. I don't believe that all other continents get what we get. We get all 4 seasons. They are hooks. Yeah, they're on the hook so bad. Yeah, they trying to. They literally trying to. But the thing is, they jeopardizing all our life. They jeopardizing all our life. They gonna run to bunkers they have built. It's like they almost prolonged it to get all their bunkers and get all these situations together so they can do this stuff. I just hope Putin and whatever people who Putin got on his team, they tell him don't bite the bit, don't bite the bait. Because he been very smart about it so far. I just hope they tell him don't bite the bait and just wait. Just wait it out. Because it almost seems like this the playbook where they know. Man, listen, if you on here and you live in the States, you live in America, could you imagine? Could you imagine? You guys know 911 shut down the country. So could you imagine if 2 or 3 things go off at the same time over here? It's gonna shut down the whole country, and it's gonna be lockdown mode. You know, so and you can't have no transfer of power like that when things like that transpire. And this is what I think the direction where they're trying to bring this. You know, run the board game off. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Too many people have woke up. Too many people have woke up. Like, think about it. People don't really even watch the news no more. Like, You watch the news and for your local news for local, but when they go to talk about really events, you shim it off because you already know what's going on. You already know that you're being told a narrative to roll with that narrative. So you kind of blush it off. People don't watch. Most people don't watch. They get their news from everyday people, you know, with about what's going on, and they get real true commentary on people's personal opinions with common sense, not some teleprompter that's telling you what to say, how to say it, and how to manipulate the narrative and sway people's mind. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just crazy the state that we're in right now. And I have not been posting no videos too much or really talking about it. And there's been a lot going on within the world, but I have not been talking about it because I just been observing and just paying attention. Just paying attention. And I just been happy the fact that a lot of people are waking up to what's going on. You guys know if you've been rocking with me, and I know you say you've been rocking with me. I've been speaking about this stuff for the past couple of years, so I'm just happy that people are finally waking up to what's going on because you know a lot of people it's a big old game that they're running people face, and they do it over and over and over and over and over and over. They never really change it up. They use the same plateau, you know allegedly allegedly get a couple of celebrities, put some dollars in their pocket. They got a huge following, they influencers. Let's get them to say, hey, you know what, support this movement, support what we got going on, do this, do that. And people fall for the okie doke. But now a lot of people like, hey, not today, not today, not tomorrow, because people realize that their living situations are not the same. How could somebody, like, you guys know, I used to say this a lot. I say this a lot, and I still stand on this. A celebrity couldn't entice me because we don't live in the same zip code. We not. You might have raised up in the hood with me, but at the same time, when you got your money, you moved out. So how you gonna tell me vote for something that you moved away from? How you gonna tell me, you know, vote for all this crime that ain't never changed, but ran by a certain party, literally, but you done moved out to the other party. Where your home is at, where you go home every night, is in the other party area. It's ran by the other party, but you gonna tell me to vote for this party, and you done left. Make it make sense. And so, you know, when you saying things like that, and you just coming real with stuff like that, and it's logical and it makes sense, sometimes you get shadow banned for that. Your videos won't go out. You know, uh, you know, you get shadow banned. Because a lot of people say AI, control algorithm. Sometimes people, AI still has um uh people controlling behind the scenes. And it's like this, right? It's like this. You don't know if the person that's for the South region that's monitoring your page, you don't know what party they like. And then you might get on here and speak on the other party, and they don't like that party, so they just block your damn channel because they don't like what you're talking about. That's the way this stuff works. This is how the media control narratives. You know, you it's like a game, it's a game. It's NFL. They pivot kids against one another early on. That's why they create football, basketball. They make everybody compete against one another like it's a division, because they never want you to stop and look and say, you know what, while we entertaining the people, or they giving us a couple of dollars so we can entertain. What are they really doing? What are they really doing? What are they really doing? What policies and what's agendas they got going on, that's really going on? Who really run the world? Who really is behind all this? Who's behind that curtain of the Wizard of Eyes? Who? And when you go to ask those kind of questions, you know, you get suppressed, but can't suppress everybody. And that's a beautiful thing that a lot of people picked up on what's going on, because everybody can't be suppressed. You can't suppress everybody. You might can put your finger down on one or two and stomp on them real hard, trying to make an example, but you can't suppress everybody. And that's a beautiful thing. You're gonna have some people who like have to switch up their content or have to switch up their realness, not content, their realness, or their realness about what's going on, because you on platforms that's owned by people that might have a different vision than you, and your vision won't get pushed because it's not their vision, it's not their thoughts, it's not what they want to push, it's not what they want to promote. And this is the way the game works. And so this is why other platforms are about to be banned. This is why Elon Musk bought uh his platform. It's just to open up the gates and doors where people can freely speak, because this is supposed to be the land of freedom of speech. So this is why everybody wants to come to America, because you know like when you look at the borders and illegal things that's going on, the borders, you get people protesting in America who are actually illegal. They are illegally protesting because they're illegal themselves. And in their own country, they're afraid to protest because their government don't give them those types of freedom. That's why they left. They'll tell you, I can't go back, I get killed. They will tell you that. But here, they will illegally protest, because they're not legal. My only thing is, when I look at it from those views, I just see the game. It's a big, huge game, guys. Big, huge game. And like I said, with all those people coming in here, you don't know who from other countries have been brainwashed, and at the blink of a phone call that would do something crazy to people, just because they've been brainwashed to hate you because of decisions that you don't even have the authorization to make, because decisions that other people have made. There's people who have lost family members, you know, back in the day, you know, parents back in the day, like, back in the day, parents, grandparents who literally have a real dislike for the leaders that caused that debt, caused them to grow up without a parent. And so, you know, those individuals will harm innocent people if they think it's going to affect the individuals that harm them, that caused them harm. And so it's a big old it's a big old game. It's a big old game. And at the end of the day, you know, this man is causing a lot of pain and making a lot of decisions that literally can come back and harm or hurt or destroy something you love, because you ain't do it all this time. You didn't give these people these weapons all this time. Why now? And I'm gonna say it, when Trump get back in office, it's no need to speak about any budget. Don't talk about no budget, because all 3-4 years when he was in office and he was giving money away, they didn't say nothing about no budget. There wasn't no such thing as a budget. So why when you get this president who trying to do things with the money in America, all of a sudden you got a budget? Come on now. Salute everybody for rocking with me. Thank you guys for rocking with me. And I truly appreciate everybody. Get some water, get some food, because you never know when this man might hit back. You only can hit somebody so long before they hit back. And just remember, if he decide to hit back, pandemonium gonna break out and lockdown might happen. So get some water, get some food, and just be mindful that we in a time. Don't continue to live. Continue to live. Don't let nothing put you in fear. The Most High got you. But at the same time, be prepared, because you never know when somebody who keep on getting hit gonna hit back, and you never know how. It ain't no rules to how you gonna hit back if somebody keep hitting you. Salute everybody.